Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of In My Feelings, a safe space to talk all things NBA. I'm your host, Big Woz, aka Wosny Lambre. Let's go. All right, folks, let's get right into it. The Thunder have punched their ticket into the NBA Finals. The first time they will have been back since 2012. I remember that series quite vividly. It was KD, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, James Harden, Kendrick Perkins, young Thunder team. They came back down from being down 0-2 to the Spurs, won 4 straight and just dominated that series. They were actually favored in the 2012 finals against the Heatles of the Miami Heat, who had just been in 2 straight just dogfight series against Indiana, famously against Boston. They go down 3-2. LeBron has the infamous Game 6 against Boston. They beat them in Game 7. Chris Bosh hits a big corner 3. Yeah, after all of that, people felt the Thunder were favored and were right to be favored. They ended up losing in 5 games. Yeah, they won game 1 and lost the next 4. LeBron famously, again, wins his first NBA title. That's why I remember it. It's because I was at this bar. I think it's called Village Tavern or something in the West Village. And I was like, one of the biggest shithead bronzexuals in human existence. And me and my cousin, both of us huge, massive LeBron fans, we were in that West Village bar, and literally there had to be maybe 80, 90 people in that bar watching Game 5. We were the only 2 rooting for the Heat. Everybody hated the Heat, whatever. We almost got into fights. It was crazy. I was standing on chairs, yelling and pointing at people. I was drunk out of my mind. I remember I had a square office job at the time. I showed up hungover as hell. I think that game was on a Thursday, and we had casual Friday, the day that the Heat won that championship against the Thunder. Anyway, that was aside. All to say that team from 2012 is not too dissimilar to this team in terms of the fact that they had a young, budding, not MVP, but a guy that was on his way to being an MVP type of player, MVP candidate, number 2 in Russell Westbrook, clearly an all-star. James Harden was the number 3 at the time. The analytics people just loved him. They just felt like they had a deep team, young team, elite talent. Skies was the limit. And, tragically, these guys never... The closest they came was going up 3-1 in the conference finals against the 73-win Warriors in 2016, and tragically lost that 3 games in a row, blew that lead, whatever. 13 years later, they're back in the finals with a new, young, talented team, all of that. Shea's been excellent in the playoffs. J-Dub had a couple of growing pains in the second round. He's been dope. My guy... Full court fits alum Chet Holmgren has been amazing on both ends of the court, but specifically on defense. He's just been at the rim, just been a monster. Zach Lowe said this morning, 50%. Guys are shooting 50% when they go up against Chet at the cup. Crazy, crazy numbers. Happy for those guys. Fun team. Everybody should be excited to watch them. But I did want to get to a sort of narrative that's out there that people feel like, oh, this finals matchup is not going to be as exciting, or I'm not going to be as hyped for OKC Indy, who Indy at the time of this recording seems to be poised to be going to the NBA Finals. Would be shocked if they don't. And I would say, I guess I understand that, but I think people need to get it through their heads. This stuff has to happen over the course of time. We're not going to care about Shea and them unless they have some level of longevity and some level of accomplishment. So they go out and they maybe win the NBA championship this year. The bullseye is on their back next year. Everybody this summer is figuring out how the hell they have to beat OKC. Everybody's offseason becomes about that. In terms of players in their workout and preparation for next season, coaches in the type of game plans, the type of ways they think they could exploit OKC's weaknesses. Shea now being a guy, again, bullseye on his back, all of the lovey-dovey, the group interviews, that stuff's going to get not cute quick. They're going to have a target on their back, and that's the kind of thing that makes this stuff compelling and interesting. I understand the, who cares about the prairie? Who cares about Hoosierville? Like, I get all of that. But at a certain point, we have to get invested of the stories that we have, guys, and this is how the stories get made, And Edwards getting pants like this. He's got to come back better next year. He's got to look at Shea as the standard that he's trying to meet next year. Like, I'm happy that things are transpiring this way. I think this is an excellent team. They did what they had to do against Denver, which was a whale of an opponent. They had to be clutch. They had to make adjustments. They had to come back from fourth quarter deficits. Like, they had to do so much stuff. Like they earned their keep. That's what I said to Mahoney and Varian, man, my group chat guys, when I text them. I'm like, yo, these guys have earned their keep. They earned this. And Indiana, they've been utterly dominant, bro. Cavaliers won 65 games, whatever the hell it was. They beat the brakes off of that team. The Knicks, let's not forget, yes, Tatum got hurt. Before he got hurt, they stole the ball to go up 9 with 2 minutes left. And you can make your jokes about their propensity to blow big leads down late. But in all likelihood, it was about to go up 3-1 while Jason Tatum was healthy. That Celtics defending champion team. And now Indy is cooking them after they cooked the East top team. Point differential, wins. These are worthy guys. I don't want to be the guy that's up here we need to rally around the NBA and all of that stuff. I'm not trying to do that and tell people these stuff is so, but these teams have been excellent playoff outfits, and I'm going to be hyped to watch the finals. And yeah, maybe OKC is such a heavy favorite and they go out and they dust everybody anyway, right? I get that. But this story is, the story has to build on itself. You know what I mean? And again, I think to have the hubris of OKC is just going to run roughshod over the league. It's bro, that's what everybody thought about KD, Russ, James Harden, okay, Serge Ibaka. So, I guess I'm all over the place and I'm just I'm just in my feelings about the sort of chatter that's out there about the relative lack of intrigue involved in the OKC finals. I just wholly disagree. And I think this team and the story around it is just going to build on itself. All of that, people are going to be sick of watching them commercials, okay? People, the little matching outfit shit, you know what I mean? People are already starting to complain about the Shea getting the foul calls. I'm telling you, man, they're going to have a target on their back. It's going to be an interesting story. I don't think this is going to be like a San Antonio Spurs Tim Duncan, which, again, I thought was still appointment television back when Duncan and Manu and Parker were in their prime. Again, we got Wemby coming up. There's just so much to love about the story around OKC. And also I would say the story around Indiana, who have just been legit a great team. They've showed themselves to be a top 5, top 4 team since January. In the playoffs, they've been nothing short of that. I'm proud of both teams, man, in the way that they've conducted themselves. And so, yeah, man, get off the backs of these young guys, man. Give the series a chance. Watch it be compelling. And I just wholly disagree with anybody that says we lost something. You know what? I could see somebody saying maybe Boston, because I really did want to see Boston, not just because I picked them to win repeat, but I wanted to see Boston play this OKC team because the styles are so complementary to one another. But man, they already blew it. They had already gone down 3-1 to the Knicks, and yeah, maybe Tatum doesn't get hurt. Maybe they do a miraculous Cavs comeback. Maybe to do a miraculous Warriors like they did against the Thunder in 2016. I guess that's something to be disappointed in, but I'm sorry, dude. I think we should be excited about the finals no matter what. And I hate that I even have to say this to a bunch of self-proclaimed hoop heads. All right, folks, that's our show for today. Make sure you're subscribed to the Ringer NBA's YouTube page. Hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time we drop a brand new In My Feelings, and hit the like button, man, so that we get some love in the algorithm. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.